All right, we are about starting now. Those who are not yet here, they will meet us on it because network seems not to be so friendly tonight. So we had better just do what we need to do and get out of here and then go and sleep. Good evening, everyone. We will start in 1 second. Please, when I mute you, kindly stay muted. Like I said, we only want you at the meeting. We do not want members of your family. Okay, so I think I'll just mute everyone. And I won't allow anybody to unmute. I'm gonna mute everybody. And I will not allow you to mute yourself because a lot of people have decided to bring. I heard somebody saying, I need my charger, I need my charger. Just as I also need my dinner, I need my dinner, I need my dinner. So maybe I should shout at somebody too, I need my dinner, I need my dinner, I need my dinner. I'm famished, I'm very hungry, but we need to do this. So good evening once again. We're here to talk about top up and get reward. And in a few minutes, I'll be out of your face. But let's just quickly do what we need to do. And then we can call it a day. Please confirm to me if you are seeing my screen. Whenever you are, you just need to go into the chat box and type there that yes, you can see my screen. All right, now I believe you should be able to see my screen right now. All right, my billionaire friend is here. You got it right because you were at the other meeting when I was just being thrown in and out. I was just being thrown in and out. So I'm going to make a couple of people co-hosts so that if I'm thrown out, I pray I'm not. If I am thrown out, you need to do nothing. Just hold on. I will be thrown back in. Yeah. I will just like randomly make people co-hosts. Yeah. Like I said, you don't need to do a thing. I have my billionaire friend here. The second of the three musketeers. She's in here. The woman who won all those checks you were seeing me bringing to your attention. She's right here. Maybe she'll be able to tell us a little bit about Top Up and Get Reward. But let's just go ahead first and quickly get off here. Meet your presenter. My name is Ola Oshebi. Okay, MIODFMC. All the things they wrote there is about me and maybe a little bit more, but let's go on. It's just so that we are not antisocial, that we are introducing ourselves. I'm a trainer, I'm a brand strategist, I'm a professional cleaner, and I coach, I mentor. I'm the group MD at Cofsol Group. That's what we do, branding, cleaning, CSR, training, and capacity development, just as a form of introduction. And then online, we decided to go ahead and look for flourishing businesses for everyone, just like the one we want to talk about right now. We normally hold what we call business show. I showed those who were here the last time this picture, but in another format. All these people you are seeing here, myself inclusive, we are connectors. What we do is that we connect people to businesses that can really add values to their lives. Now, can somebody just tell me, just raise your hand up virtually. I'm gonna call you and then you tell me exactly what you can see here. What is written here? If you do not know how to raise up your hand virtually, talk to me in the chat box that you want to answer the question so I can unmute you. But if you know how to raise up your hand, just raise up your hand and read for us what you can see on your screen. Does anybody want to give it a trial? I'm not seeing any hands up. I'll start calling names though. Okay, Alaja Bolarinwa. Alaja Bolarinwa, please, I'm asking you to unmute. So you can unmute yourself now and tell us.
It's making me think that she was responsible for the original. God is now here.
God is now here. Okay. I can also see someone else. Just tell us what you have seen. You don't have to tell us what other, because I mean, you may not be seeing this the same way. I don't even expect you to see the same way people are seeing. I can see Mrs. Ogunsanwo's hand up. Okay. Please unmute yourself, ma, and talk to us. I'm asking you to unmute. Please unmute and tell us what you can see. Are you able to unmute yourself, ma?
On slides, able to see.
Okay. Abiola Ogunlewe said she's not seeing anything. You said you're not seeing anything?
I'm seeing like I.Q.test.
That's IQ test. You are supposed to read what is below it. This thing in white. That one that starts with God. What can you see there?
God is now here.
God is now here. Mrs. Ogunsanwo, I'm asking you to unmute, but you are not unmuting. Okay, let's go ahead so that we can run along. Whose hand is up again? I can't. Okay, Taiwo Kabiti, I'm asking you to unmute. I hope I called your name properly. Taiwo.
No, you didn't.
What is your name, please?
You didn't.
I don't like miscalling my name. So sorry?
KTB, KTBI.
Okay,
yes, please.
All right.
So
sorry about that.
It says IQ test.
Yes.
IQ test. What does it say? God is now here.
Okay. All right. Mrs. Ogunsanwo, your hand is still up, but you are not unmuting yourself. I can see Elizabeth Adebola Adedeji. Tell us. I'm asking you to unmute.
IQ test. What does this say? God is now here.
Okay. Olatunji Olufunke. Olatunji Olufunke. I'm asking you to unmute. Unmute yourself and talk to us.
Okay. It says IQ test. What does it say? God is now here.
Okay, so everybody is seeing the same way. God is now here. Do you know that it's possible that some people will see it and they will say, God is nowhere? Because this is written together. So it's just an IQ test to show us that people see differently. And we are telling you tonight that telecommunication is the new oil well. But some people may be saying, oh no, that's not it. We don't believe that telecommunication can ever be the new oil well, because life actually depends absolutely on how we decide to say things. That's why the essence of the IQ test. Some people will still see it and say God is nowhere. I'm sure some of you that actually read it as God is now here is because you are speaking in faith. not because you are speaking what you can see.
No.
Okay?
No.
So it depends
It's
on
up
what
there.
you are seeing. Love, please let me mute everyone so that we can have a good meeting. Okay, so now let's look at all of these things. Petrol prices is, you can see the petrol price is jumping, gold price is jumping, vegetable price, is nowhere to be found anymore. Phone and electricity bills, every day they bring new things for us, and we can't even, even if you are complaining, there's nothing you can possibly do about it. You only need to make sure.
Please unmute yourself. I have to mute everyone.
Okay, you muted me. I have unmuted myself, man. All right, so the only thing that is in slow motion is your salary. So if you are on salary, I'm sorry, I need to tell you that you cannot depend on that alone. You cannot depend on that alone. You need, even if you're not on salary, those of us that are even doing businesses of our own, we know that it's very suicidal to have only one source of income. So we are everywhere. When I was introducing myself, you saw that I told you so many things being done in Kofsol Group. Okay, look at the salary and look at the expenditure. You can see salary can't even go around the expenditure in only one place to start with. So this is why it is just imperative that we look for other sources of income. And that's why we're here tonight. Having one source of income is suicidal. You have to create your own economy. So what's your own plan B? That's why we're here, to tell one another a lot of plan Bs. But the one we want to talk about tonight is found in the telecoms industry. The other time we gathered, we looked at certain things you need to look out for if you really want to get out of this rubbish, this economic woes. It's not only in Nigeria, but because we have peculiar leaders in Nigeria. So it becomes very difficult for us to actually get things done properly. If you do not find a way to make money while you sleep, God forbid that person work until the person dies. Okay? So we have to look for other ways of making things work. This is why we want to look at telecommunications. If we had listened to, I know that we listened to part of the montage that I played before we started the meeting. The little girl was telling us about how the mother had secured her future and her siblings' future. And then the other lady told us exactly how much we spent. I saw a clip by Bishop Oyedepo. He did his own thing by himself. He looked at how much we are spending. And he found out that, let's go on in this presentation, you will see figures and you will marvel. Telecommunications, as we can see, is the silver lining in a recovering economy like ours. I pray our economy is recovering, but we are not seeing the signs just yet, but we need to pay attention, proper attention, rapt attention to telecommunication business. When you see that anything is in the telecom industry, pay attention to that. So telecommunication and internet technology. When you look at telecoms and you look at internet, the equation is actually money. Money in dollars, money in naira, money in euro. When you hear me talking dollars here, please forgive me, because I like to deal with congents, when they say congents money. I'll try as much as possible to control my mouth. But when I want to call naira, I sleep. I go to dollars, because this naira is only God that will help us, just as we pray that God helps our leaders. So look at the analysis of the telecom industry. If I ask each and every one of us how many SIM cards you have, it is most likely that everyone here has at least 2 SIM cards. This shows you that there's going to be business there, because there will be volume. That was part of what we looked at the other time we met. When a business has volume and it has frequency, that is, people use this thing frequently. If I ask you now, how many of you have eaten today? Maybe people like me, we've taken smoothie. We'll call it food too. But my phone are taking eba and seafood okra. By virtue of the money I've spent on the phone today, that's taking eba and seafood okra, but I've only just taken my smoothie. But some people haven't even eaten, but their phones have eaten like kilo day. So this is like what we are saying. Look at 250 million active SIM cards, not just SIM cards, active ones. Then 3 million Nigerians recharge their phones per hour. We got this from NCC many years back, I think in 2022 or thereabouts. So you can imagine what it is right now. And then 14 billion naira per day is what is spent on recharge. This is what we mean by volume, frequency, and of course the value. That's the third thing I have not mentioned, the value. When you look at the value, for instance, if we don't have the data, I'm not too sure, it's not even a matter of too sure. You won't be able to hear me. When we started this meeting and my Wi-Fi was misbehaving, I changed to another source. All these things take money from us. What we want to talk about now is how can you take back this money? How can you take money back from something that is taking so much from you? That's why we are here. We are just building it up. We want you to see this analysis. Look at 14 billion naira per day on recharge, on recharging our phones in this country. So there is a lot of money in the telecoms industry. It's actually trillions of naira industry. 446 billion naira per month on recharge, and then 21.4 trillion naira per year. That's what we spend on recharges. So, I mean, the thought that should be going through our mind is, how are we going to make our own? I hope this is what is going through your mind, because when they were doing presentation for me for the first time, when they were going through, and this is what we spend, they were saying doing it on WhatsApp, so I didn't even see picture, but my blood was just boiling. Okay, tell me. I want to know how to make my own from all of these things, because truly the kind of money I spend on telecommunications, because I'm a trainer, so I need to be online. My businesses need to be online, and all of this, we just spend money every time on recharge. When you even put money on Wi-Fi now that we put money that is not working, we still paid. Internet, we still paid. They are all in the telecom industry. Sometimes they do work, sometimes they don't work, but we still pay. So you can see telecom has overtaken oil sector's contribution to the GDP. And it's very important for us to build our GDP, because you can't even leave all these things to our leaders alone. I hope we have leaders. Let me say to those who govern us, because we all know the meaning of leaders, okay? This one was done by FBN Crest. FBN Crest is part of First Bank Holdings. So we are getting our information from reliable sources, okay? This was the publication of FBN Crest. Look at Business AM says Nigerian phone subscribers spend 242 billion every month. We're not talking about millions anymore. So me, Oforola, I've been praying that let me even have 0.001 of this billion they are throwing up and down. Okay? Data is the fastest selling commodity. It's all over the world because you need to use data anyway. No matter where you are, you need to use data. Data is the most valuable resource and it is unavoidable. If you don't have data, you cannot hear me. I can't even talk to you. I won't venture to come. I will have to go. If it's to go and borrow money, I'll borrow it. In fact, they've started borrowing us data now because they know that we can't even do without it. It is addictive. So the issue now is how do we take money back from this that is taking so much money from us? We can even say data is life, because if you don't have data, you can see how miserable you can be. You will look at it and look at it that everything, you know, when you look at the 2019 internet per minute, what people use on YouTube, on IG, on Facebook, on Twitch, and all of that, you see, in 60 seconds, Facebook, 1 million people logged in, 18.1 million sent text messages. We are using telecom assets here. Everything we are using. In 60 seconds, look at the people, and this was in 2019. See our brothers and sisters. We are supposed to be brothers and sisters communicating, but look at what we are doing. Everybody is on the phone. Everybody is on the phone. And that shows you that something is going on in that industry. And you really need to be part of it, okay? You really need to be part of it. I don't have to flog this issue because you already know what you use per day. And this is coming from NCC. You know, the internet users, you know, they have all of these things. Nigeria's active mobile subscribers, it's 210 million. This was a long thing, though, a long research. This was done in 2019, and we're in 2025. So you can imagine what has gone on now. You know, Nigerians spend more money on recharge cards than on food. Maybe I've told you that my own phones have eaten eba with elastic. But me, I've only taken, and I'm telling you the truth, I've only taken smoothie today, smoothie and water. You know, so this is what we are saying. We spend more money on recharge cards than food. So if we have that opportunity to take something out of what we are spending, I don't think anybody should say no to it. So I want to say in the chat box, if you have opportunity, if I tell you something now that will give you money back from all these spendings, you know, would you want to hear about it? Would you want to hear about it if I want to tell you what if I have something for you that will make you to make money back from what is taking money from you? Are you ready to hear, or we should just close this Zoom meeting? Please type yes if I should go on. And if it is no, just put no so that we can, if people are typing yes and you type your own no, we will remove you from this meeting and we'll continue. But if everybody is saying yes, then I think I can go on. Okay, okay, because honestly speaking, where I should be now is in that other room, but I'm here, still talking. Okay, so we have a number of yes, or should we say yeses? Those who went to school. Me, I just passed by the front of school. So whatever you hear me say, I better collect them like that. So we have a number of yeses in the chat box, so we continue. Now look at this. See where all these people are on the rung of things. You can see that Airtel came first. This was in June 2022. Maybe we already have Airtel, and then we have MTN as already taken over Dangote's position as number 2. And then Glo has come, we don't know. I think we really need to update this our presentation slides so that we can go on. So this is what we want to talk about tonight. Enough of even motivating you to know how much we spend, because the more we know how much we spend, oh God, the more painful it is that people have been using all of these things and you have not been earning from it in all of this time. Sorry, please, when I put on my video, it's probably because I want to drink water or something, pardon me. All right, so you see, a number of banks have already started this, and I'm not sure they are going to stop it in a while because they've been on it for quite a while. Instead of calling us to come and open bank accounts, this is what you keep getting. I'm sure it's not only me. Dear customer, buy airtime and data. This should tell us something. So let me just tell you what is happening there. All those service providers like MTN, Glo, Airtel, when you press all those *551, *222, *330, what happens at the end of it is that they give the banks that you are using their ****. Sorry, it's raining here, so if you are hearing a lot of background noise, it's because it's raining in my area in Lagos. I'll try as much as possible to raise my voice, but I hope you are hearing me clearly. So they give them back 5%, 5% of what you are recharging. If you recharge 20,000 naira, they will give that bank whose *123 that you press, they will give them back 5% of what you are recharging. And you know, banks are already rich. I don't know why you are making them rich out. I hope that all of you will be delivered tonight because you'll get your TGR and you start making that money back to yourself and your family members. Think about this. If you can just earn 0.001, like I said, this man is even, mine is 0.0001 of those billions. I've done my calculation. That would be fine. Of those billions that is just going like this up and down, and NCC keep telling us about. If I can just have my 0.0001, I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's just think about it. All this airtime and data, what if we make our own money? This is the opportunity we are bringing through Top Up and Get Reward. Top Up and Get Reward is a company situated in Magodo GRA Phase 2 in Lagos. Once it started raining, I knew that something is coming. Please, we'll continue before the generator is put on. I sincerely hope that you can still hear me. Fortunately, I've changed from Wi-Fi. Please confirm to me, love, that you can still hear me. Our friends do not see rain. Once they start raining, light is ceased. So before the generator is on. All right, so Top Up and Get Reward has brought this. So when they saw this opportunity, when they saw what the banks are reaping, when they saw that the banks are taking so much, 5% of what, and each bank, every day, we learned from research that each bank makes like 320 million every blessed day. So one man by name, Mr. Babatunde, the CEO of Top Up and Get Reward, looked at the opportunity and decided to get what they also got, what those banks have that makes them to be able to dispense this data and airtime. And so he too got his own VTU. Top Up and Get Reward is a company, like I told you, situated in Magodo GRA Phase 2, and they have hidden financial treasures for us. A lot of us have been enjoying this. I've been enjoying it, I must tell you the truth, okay? And their products are mainly recharge cards, then data, and of course, you can buy your NEPA tokens And you can also pay for your DSTV. You know, those are their products. Remember the last time those who were here, I told you, if you want to get into any online businesses, you must find out what is the products, what products do they have. If they don't have any products, try as much as possible to walk away, because it is likely to be a Ponzi scheme where they are just saying, bring people, let them bring their money. But look at the products of TGR. GoTV, DSTV, electric bills, data, airtime. And these are all valuable products. And these products are for every network, you know? So they have products. Are they legit? Look, they are registered. As a matter of fact, they have letter of recommendation from the Federal Ministry of Telecommunications and Digital Economy. So very legit. That's the man the Lord is using to bring this to us. The CEO, Mr. Babatunde, you can see him collecting his award there. So it's not as if they are faceless. We can put faces to those who are doing this. They are very unique. And so how do I make money? I know that some people, immediately we were talking about the trillions and the billions, they're already like, okay, woman, tell us, how do we make money? Enough, we know that we spend so much on these things, but tell us. So now, what do I need to do to get started? How do we make money? Because that's why we are here. We want to know how we can take back what is taking money from us. What those banks use is what is called VTU, Virtual Top Up, a portal that you can dispense digital assets from. Digital prepaid products like airtime, data, and bill payment services. Like I told you, the PHCN, the DSTV, and all of that. That is VTU. That's what all those banks are using. So he got his own. And he knows that, you know, when you want to do business, you will know your strengths, you will know your weaknesses. He did SWOT analysis on himself. He realized that he will not be able to compete with the banks when you are talking about the databases, when you are looking at those, you know, that will get enough people. And you know, it's the people that will make it happen. If you don't have enough people to use your products, you are not going to get anywhere. Even if you are selling anything you are selling, if you are selling towels, for instance, and only 10 persons patronize you in a month, you know you won't make much. Unlike if 10,000 people patronize your towel industry or your towel shop. So it's the same thing. So when he thought about it, he decided that, okay, out of the 5% that the service providers will give top up and get reward, we will give back people who will be our partners. Those who will sign up on our portal, we will give them 2%. We will keep 3%. This 3% is still shared along other usages. But once you sign up, when you buy anything, we will give you. So we can look at this, his own BTU, as a plaza, a shopping mall. He's saying, I have this shopping mall. It's big. It's big enough for the whole country, but I've paid for it. But then I need people to use this shopping mall. I cannot use it alone. This is why we are doing what we are doing, calling people in. Okay, so he's now saying, come and pay a once and for all rent for this shopping mall. That's what he's saying, and that is what TGR is all about. How much are you going to pay? Is it 1 million? No. Is it 500,000? No. What he's charging is really small. You see, he has packages. It's once and for all. Like I said, you are paying only once, a one lifetime payment to use this mall called the VTU. Once you are able to sign up on the VTU, you're able to do all your recharges by yourself. You will do your recharges by yourself and you will make back 2% of whatever you have recharged. You can recharge for others. You make 2% of what they have recharged. Okay? This is you using it for yourself. Now, he has gone a step further. These are the packages. So these are like the stores you are buying, one-time payment. I will not advise anybody to do this 5,000, but it's also there. You can do it if you want, because it doesn't have so much of advantages. You'll still be able to do your recharge. You'll still be able to buy your airtime. You'll still be able to buy data. You'll still be able to do your PHCN, but other things, because there are other things attached to all these packages. You can see under the packages, you have something. Under the 5,000, you have 10 PV. Under the 10,000, you have 20 PVs. Under the 20,000, you have 40 PVs, and so on and so forth. These PVs, they are dashes. They just dash us. But that's what we use to collect incentives in this company. So if you are on 5,000, you're not going to be able to perform. You will just collect your 10 PVs for collection's sake. You will not be able to partake in the leadership program that can get you these incentives that we are talking about. What are these incentives? Let me quickly mention them before we get to the slides. You see, the leadership program starts from those who will start on 10,000 Naira, okay? And once you buy with 10,000, you will collect 20 PVs. When you use your own link, because the TGR also wants, they're not just looking for everybody. They want you to use the link of somebody that is already a partner with them, so that they will know those who they are sleeping on the same bed with. They don't just want just anybody. So you will have to use somebody's link before you sign up. When you now sign up, you have your own link. You go out and give to other people. When you have all those links and people are signing under you, as they are signing, their own PVs will be added onto you. So for instance, I am Mrs. A, and I sign up on 10,000 Naira. I get Mrs. B. Mrs. B signs up on 20,000 Naira. I'll be giving my 20 PVs, and then Mrs. B's PVs of 40 PVs will be added onto me. It will be added onto my upline too. It will continue to go, because like I said, these PVs are just dashes. They dash you. It's just part of what you paid for. It's just a dash. I can't even say it's part of what you paid for, but that's how it goes on. So what does it matter when you keep accumulating these PVs? Now, if you have up to 10,000 PVs in one single month, in 1 month, if you have 10,000 PVs, you will be given 120,000 Naira, just like that. 120,000 Naira can do a lot in this economy. Okay, that's what you will be given. So this is why it's good for you to invite others, because your own PV is only the one you have when you sign up. Even if you sign up on 50,000, you'll be given 100 PVs. There is a package after 50,000, which is 100,000. I don't put it on my slide, because as far as I'm concerned, they have the same advantages as 50,000. It's only the fact that when you sign up on 50,000, you take 100 PVs, but when you are on 100,000, you say you have 200 PVs. But even if you sign up on 100,000, you will only have the 200 PVs. If you don't go out to go and get people on 5,000, people on 10,000, people on 50,000 that can add to your PVs, you won't get to that 100,000 PVs, because it will just be on your own, on that your PV. So this is why it's good for you to use your link if you know you want to take part in the leadership programs. Now, 10,000, if you start on 5,000, you can upgrade. So if this is what you can afford now, by all means start, but please make sure you upgrade, because without you getting to 10,000, you can't even do the leadership program. And then when you're even on this 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, you should aspire to get to 50,000, because 50,000 is that very nice package you can have, that wherever your downlines take their links to, you have nothing to fear, because you can still be enjoying whatever your 10th generation which is the last generation in TGR. But if you are on these other packages, I think it stops on the 10th level. So it is possible that you bring me in and I sign up under you. You decide to be on 10,000. I sign up under you with 50,000. You collect my 100 PVs. That's fine. Your own PVs will be 120. But my 50,000 will give me that open, legal, open rights to get people that will sign up with me up to my 10th generation, and they will be adding their PVs to me. But yours will stop, I think, on the 4th generation. So let's take that in. It is very essential that we aspire to get to 50,000. And please, when your uplines are telling you that try and do 50,000, it is for your own good. Okay? And you must also say this to people that you are bringing in so that they don't get midway and they start accusing you of not telling them the right thing to do when they are losing people. If there is time after this meeting, I'll tell you the story of Elijah, the person who brought most of us in here, how she signed on 10,000 and somebody signed under her for 50,000 and she was losing rapidly. And she told us that, and that has stuck with me ever since. So these are the benefits. When you first sign up, immediately you are signing up. For instance, if you sign up with 50,000 naira, they will give you 10% registration bonus. That means that as you are signing up, you are collecting 5,000 back. This is why we keep telling you that TGR is all about giving. About giving all the time. You know, in everything they do, it is just to give. So once you register, they will give you 10% of your registration bonus. If you register on 10,000, you collect 1,000 back. If you register on 50,000, you collect 5,000. You just get 10,000. And this 10,000 is so that you can understand how TGR works. You go, you buy, and all of that. We have some shorts, very short video clips we normally share with you once you register. And we also have our membership platforms where you have updates. Those video clips will let you know what to do, how to buy your airtime, how to buy data, how to sign up people, what to do, and all of that. But when you now buy your airtime and data, you will collect 2%. Like I said, your TV subscription, you will collect 0.5. When you do your PHCN payments, they'll give you 1% of whatever it is that you have done. These are the packages with their bonuses. The Pearl, that is the 5,000. The registration bonus you will get is 1,001. That's 22% of it. Okay. If you come up on, if you bring anybody on Coral, you get 22%. Okay. But you will earn these levels. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th column tells you the level you will be able to earn up to if you are on these packages. If you are bringing people in, you will earn 22% of whatever package they are bringing in. So these are the instant bonuses. 5,000, you get 500, 10% bonus, and then they give you 10 PVs. 50,000, you are on diamond, and you have 5,000 naira back, and you have 100 PVs. If you bring other people, they will add their PVs to you until you get to like 10,000 within a month. Please, let's take that and understand it well. But the other months, the other PVs, like the other incentives, do not matter. They don't waste. You can keep getting them. For instance, if you make up to 25,000 PVs, that is, you bring people in, they keep adding their PVs to yours, and you get to that mark of 25,000, you'll be given 750,000 naira or a trip to Dubai. I don't know if 750 can take you to Dubai, but at least it can take you mid-air. So you better collect your money and use it to eat better food. So let's just make our phone into an income channel. Don't carry a phone that you can use to build a old bungalow in my village and then just use it to say, hello, hello, I'm coming, I will be there. You know, it's not okay. is not okay. Let's turn the phones in our hands to income generating channels. When you show your friends this opportunity, it's more money in your bank. Like I was telling somebody that that signed up today on the platform, on my prospect platform. So I said to him that you have made me richer by 22% of what you have signed up with. If you want to be rich as well, you better take your own link and go and show people. Because you've signed up on my own link, you're going to be buying your data, your everything. You're going to be doing your PACN. And as you are doing it, they are giving you your percentage. They are giving me my own percentage as well. That's how TGR works. I'm giving you another cheat code on how it works. Apart from you bringing people and you are giving 22% of what they are bringing in, when those people you are brought in, when they are doing their recharges in their homes, you are earning something. So when they give them 2%, they are giving you maybe 0.2%. I don't even care. I always say it and I mean it. I don't care how much percentage they give me. My own is I'm earning something. What of all those years that I've been doing star 123, star 144, and I've not been earning anything? So now the butter on it, the butter on the bread is the fact that when I now bring people in, apart from giving me 22% of what they are coming in with, every time in this whole wide world, when they do their recharges, I'll be giving something. All this something, like that little girl tells us, is what gets us into millions. Those 1 kobo, 2 kobo, 1 naira, 3 naira, 10 naira, 100 naira, 20, 4,000 naira, 10,400. Because if you get somebody of 50,000, what you have earned for yourself is 10,450. I hope we'll be able to give. Somebody came very, very early. I'm so impressed. I wrote the name down. She will be the only person I'm going to give recharge card to. Her name is Abiola Ogun. I think it's Ogunleye or Ogunkeye. I'm not so sure, but the name is Abiola Sha. I will sign into my TGR account and then you see how it's done and how we earn. Now, you can earn affiliate income. That's if you refer. We've talked about that. Don't waste too much time. You can do client services. You are bringing people's number. Like someone amongst us sold 5,000 data to my cousin who came to my office today. You know, you can sell to people and you earn the 2%. If my cousin had TGR, I hope she's on this call. Let me find out. If she's not on this call, I'm going to her house tomorrow to flog her. She has left and she's going to hear it from me. Because that 5,000 she paid for that person, she could have earned 2% of it to herself. But she didn't. She wasn't on. She's not on TGR even up till now. So I told her to come into this meeting so that she can understand what she lost. Okay, so you can, like that person was a reseller. I just gave the opportunity to the person. She made 2% of that 5,000. Okay, you can do affiliate e-earning. If you decide that this is what you want to do, you can also buy all those ones that you can buy and cut and you'll be selling in your offices. But I normally do not advise people to sell. I normally would advise you to kukuma invite them. Don't let us be selfish with opportunities because apart from you losing, apart from them not gaining from you, what you know, somebody told you this, you should also tell others. You will also be losing because if you insist that you just want to be selling for people, you must be selling for them. That's what you want to do. What of when they move away from your area? Or when they are working somewhere far from you? For instance, if you live in Ikeja, and because, okay, I live in Ikeja, so I'm saying this person is my neighbor, and he will always buy from me. Once he needs, he will send me his number and I will gain the 2%. What if that my neighbor now goes to Lekki to work and there is no service? You just look at somebody with one kiosk near him, you buy, and then you will lose that customer. So you need to connect. This is what I've been saying. Connect, train people, and motivate. This is like what we are doing right now. We are connecting with you. The people who have introduced this to you, who have called you on this call, they are trying to connect you to this good business. We are training you and we are trying to motivate you. I hope you will motivate yourself. We are connectors. We connect people to businesses. That's what we like to do. And there are so many connective economy right now. Uber is one. Even Facebook is one, you know. Airbnb, Amazon, all of these, and all the, even Alibaba Group. Alibaba doesn't sell anything, as you are seeing them like that. They will collect everybody's goods and then they come and look at them. As at the time this was done, Alibaba was worth 40 billion US dollars. Amazon, 232 billion. Everybody billion, billion, billion. One day, this OK that you are seeing here is going to be a billionaire, and in dollars as well. Amen to that. So what is common to all of them is that they are using technological innovations. And that's exactly what TGR is also using. Okay? So look at them. Facebook, they are just making it. We thank God for Aliko Dangote, but he's selling cement, sugar, flour. Maybe he's online now, Sha. But you see people that are just online, they are doing connective economy. They just bring people from all over the world. They connect them in one place. They have money. You do adverts, all of these things. You pay. All the data you use on Facebook, they have their own share. Look at the amounts. This guy, it was 36 in 2020. He has made $96 billion on Facebook. There, Alhaji Aliko Dangote had made, as at that time, $8.1 billion. He has tried, and I'm not in any way running him down. I'm only just saying that it's good for us to be in connective economy because it's easier to make money. See, even Obasanjo is in connective economy. MTN, when you put your star 123 or whatever, I don't know the one they gave Baba, but it makes ₦1 from every MTN recharge you make on that particular code. So this is why you have to help yourself. We cannot continue to make people who are already rich richer while we impoverish ourselves. This is why TGR, because you gain something from what is taking a lot out of you. The very first thing is that 10% they will give you immediately you sign up. Then when you refer anybody, they'll give you 22% if you are the direct referral of that person. That is, you are the one that tells the person is signing with your link, you will have 22%. Now, if that person goes out with his or her own link and brings somebody in, see where it gets interesting. You will still earn 5% as an indirect referral. You see the way it goes? And then if you're on 50,000 Naira package, up to your 10th level, you will earn 1.5%. Anybody, that means that your direct referral, you earn 22%. Your own direct goes out to bring somebody, you earn 5% of what they are bringing in as indirect referral commission. That person goes out, brings somebody, you earn 1.5. That person brings another person until you get to your 10th level, and the 10th level, 10th referral level, I mean now, it's not that we have level 1, level 2, level 3 as standard on TGR, no. You can decide if you like to start signing everybody under your one account. That's okay if that is what you want. You can also decide to build a team. We can talk about that in members meeting some other time. But these are the referral commissions, and I think this is really fantastic. Now, if you decide to look at people and then you want to bring them together, and you are saying we are of like mind, why don't we do, people go to Ikoyi Club, they form their own club. Let's form our own club. Let's call it Diamond Club. And then we'll be fantastic Diamond 10. And we are going to put 50,000 each on this business. This is how much you can make. Look at, you see that figure? 798,342,500. If you decide to just come together as 10, Because on level 1, if you are the first person, for instance, if I'm Mrs. B, and I'm the one that brought the first 10, and so on my level 1, this 10 will be in my level 1. I will earn 22% of the 50,000 they are bringing in, and that will be 10,450 on each one of them. And when I multiply 10 by 10,450, look at, I have 104,500. And I have my points value of 1,000. Remember the usages of the point values. If you have 10,000 within a month, you will earn 120,000 naira. So I'm building up. Then this 10, they also go all out and bring their own 10. They also will earn 10,450 from each of these 10. They will earn what I earned in my first level, that's 104,500. And I will earn 5% of the money they are bringing in from this, their 10, 10, 10, 10 that they brought, and I will now have 237,500. And my PVs will get to 10,000. If I'm able to do this, if we're able to get through this within a month, this 10,000 is there. So I can collect my very first incentive, which is 120,000 naira. From a business, I started with 50,000 naira. Okay, so by the time I get to my third level, that's the third generation now. See, this is how much I'm gonna earn again. That has gone up to 2.3 million. By the time you get to fourth generation, you have 11 million plus, 71 plus, 712. When you add all the incentives, will have crushed along the line. Remember, when you have 25,000 point values, you will earn 750,000 naira. These are all the point values you will have. If you are able to pull this through, if you can get 10 persons that will sign with 50,000 with you. If you can't do that, then you can get 10 that will be able to do the core package of 10,000 naira. You can still do your club, your fantastic 10 on 10,000. See, you will earn 159 million from a business you have started with just 10,000. This is very real. These are calculations. That Alaja that we are talking to you about is a mathematician. She studied mathematics in the University of Ilorin. So all of these things we are talking to you about are things that we sat down on and we did the correct calculations. If you have these slides, and if you need the slides, we can send to you. We can share on your platforms. Go and look at it and calculate it properly. 22%, this is how much it will give you. If you have 10 affiliates, 5% of it is what it will give you. And then you can get it up to that. You can even do the 5%, I mean the 5,000 too. Although I normally do not, like I said, because there's no point just doing the job without having the incentives, things. So, but you can do that, you will also earn a lot of money. If you get 10 persons that will sign up with you, and then those 10 get another 10 that will sign up 5,000, you can continue to use the money you make along the line to upgrade. This is a window of opportunity that has appeared to you this evening. Please don't pull down the shade. Make sure you thank the person who has invited you for this meeting and sign up immediately. You can earn 0.15% of every customer's airtime and data purchase. You can earn the 2%. You can earn, a lot, like I've shown you. See this beggar. You go buy him, you give him 10 kobo, 10 naira, 1 naira. He owns this water factory in Lagos, and he has many buses in transportation. This shows you how much you can really earn from kobo, toro, that we are pulling together in TGR. And it's not all the time toro, kobo too, because if you bring somebody in on 25,000, on 50,000, and you're giving 10,450, that's a lot of money. That's actually some people's salary. So people's monthly salary. Okay, so don't let us despise the days of little beginning. A little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. If you can earn between 10,000 naira and 100,000 daily income, then you are a guy in this kind of economy. And I've told you people, everybody that knows me know that every evening by 10 p.m. before I call it a day, I'll go to my TGR account. I withdraw what I've made for that day. I think we should even look at my account now while I give that person what I want to give, because I think we have actually covered everything. If you want to do leadership program, I've told you have to be on 10,000. And then on 10,000 PV a month, you earn bonus of 120. If you do Alaja, this is Alaja. She has been crushing it every month, all the months, you know. We have to do new slides now that we have to have my friends on this, because she too has crushed it. This Mubina Adeosun, the girl you heard her voice at the beginning of the program, she too earned 750. Love, our friend here, has won 750 twice in 2 months. Is it in 3 months now? She won one in January and another one in March. So these are all qualifiers. These are all qualifiers. Just want you to know that what we are telling you is not a fable. And if they can, we all can as well. Okay? As a goal director, when you have 100,000 PVs, you earn 5 million or a car worth 5 million. Okay? I don't know where that kind of car will be now. I don't know, but if they exist, but if it's me, I'll collect my 5 million, JJ, and I'll go and do something fantastic with it. So we have many gold directors. That's Elijah with Avenza. She has won another one after that. You know, a lot of people are crushing this. And if they are, I have the conviction that I can also do so. So right now, at this stage, treat it like a business. If you want to get paid like it's a business. This is the same thing I would do for my business, my 9-to-5 business in Copsol Group. I'll train people, I'll talk to them about my business, and that's what I'm doing because I'm treating TGR also as a business. So what will be your plan B? Let's be having meetings with ourselves on this issue, because this Nigeria, I don't even know where it's going. But we are praying, but you must have plan B. What will you do if your only source of income is suddenly taken away from you? God forbid. What will you do? So we must have plan B. All earnings are instantly calculated and are paid into your e-wallet. It's not that we go and no. You can make up more than 10 million within 3 months. That's the strategy I told you. Get people together, be on the same, or you can be on 50,000 and still get people on 10,000, and then you do your fantastic whatever. So if you have questions, please drop them in the chat box. My co-host will get them to me. While we have already gotten to the end of this, because we've talked about all this that we are now seeing. I'm going to, stop sharing in a bit, and then I will go to my earnings, and then I will give this person that came early airtime or data, and then you see how this will come back to me. 2% of it will come back to me. So this is how we will demonstrate what I have been talking to you about. Okay, so if you have questions, please drop them in the chat box. If you have questions, drop them in the chat box. Don't forget, you are not supposed to remain on the same level. If you do today what you did yesterday, tomorrow will look the same as today looks. Okay? And if you don't try to create the future you want, you must endure the future these our leaders are giving us. God forbid that I will prepare for tough time, like this one said. Then, no matter the opportunity you have, if you don't make use of them, they will just be there. Look at this one now. He has so many resources. See, he has ladders. Instead of him to put the ladder, he's peeping. This one also. He has chicken. He has stove. He's waiting for God to come and help him to put light on his stove. That's how most of us behave. We have that phone in our hands. Instead of us to make use of the phones, we'll just be there complaining. We don't have to throw pity parties all over the place. This one is saying, when will the chicken get ready? Chicken that You didn't even, you killed and you didn't remove the, what do you call it? You didn't put lights on, you didn't do anything. It's too risky, my dear people, to be poor. The Bible says the poor is hated by people of his family. Because if you don't have money, you even have no mouth in it. Some people before family meeting, they will say, oh, she has not come, we can't start this meeting. So I thank you for being here. But if you have questions, now drop in the chat box while I stop sharing, and then I sign into my TGR. Co-hosts, please check if we have questions in the chat room. Let me check into my TGR to see if so. Co-hosts, do we have any questions? If you have questions, please drop them. If anybody has any question whatsoever, you either raise your hand or you drop them in the chat room, okay? While I sign into my TGR. Co-host, are you there? Do we have questions? You are not talking to me.
No, yes.
Okay.
But some hands are up. Elizabeth and Bosse, I don't know if it's just up now. But if it's been
Okay,
up.
so please let them go ahead and talk to, I'm sure you can do justice to their questions.
Elizabeth, please ask your question.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful opportunity. I have two questions. I have just heard about this opportunity today. And being that I have had an idea of what network is about, I have at least 65% understanding. But my question is that if you have corporate bodies, some corporate bodies who have a lot of stuff that they give this staff card for their activities weekly for, can we sign them, and can we have somebody who can come along with us to really give this, to render this training so that they will have a better understanding of it?
Love, do you want to take that or you want me to answer?
Please go ahead. Answer.
All right. Thank you so much for the question. That's actually what we are looking for. Corporate bodies, people that we can hold together and train and talk to. And then like on International Women's Day, we were in a church. Members of that church, some of them are on this call, I believe. So we go to corporate bodies, we go to police, we go to everybody, because everybody needs this business. Do you understand? So if you have corporate bodies, what we do is we also invite them to a Zoom meeting like this, and we can train them on the Zoom. We may not be, except if they have a function and they are together in a place and they want us to come talk to them there, then we can do that, depending on the number of people that they have.
What I'm saying is that they have an admin manager who can stand up to understand the dynamics, and it can be done on behalf.
they have an
admin manager
I'm
who
trying to understand what you're saying.
a corporate system that have what I call structure. Once this corporate manager has understanding, she'll be able to key in for the whole corporate body.
Yes, whichever way they want to do it is fine.
Yes.
But what will now happen is that that person will will be the only one that has signed in. Is that what you are saying?
No. Once the machine understand the dynamism, the dynamics, it will now inform the office, because they have about 40 staff, 140 staff, another 20, making 60. And like you said, like a club, we have another one that's going to be a club. I do have a lot. So I think probably you will, I will crave the indulgence of having your attention.
No
I've
problem.
even said that I thought that my upline can come over to do the training for them within next week. But like she told me that I should join the group today so that we can ask questions. And that
is Mrs. Ogunsanwo your upline?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, she will do it. She's capable. She will do it. She will do it. And if she needs help from me, we will do it. Just consider it done. Don't worry. I know that she's a goal-getter and she's more than capable. She will do it. I don't know why my TGR is not opening up on this computer tonight. So I want to join this meeting with my phone, and then maybe I can share from my phone. But meanwhile, another hand is up. Kindly talk to us. The person whose hand is up, while I try to sort out my TGR. Mrs. Ogunsanwo has her hands up. We cannot hear you, ma. You can unmute. Just click on that, your audio. If you are on phone.
No, I muted everybody before, so that they can't unmute. Let me change it.
But the other lady unmuted herself when I told him. Told her to unmute.
No, I unmuted them. I was unmuting them.
That's what I'm saying. I have not been able to unmute. Thank you. So well done, Coach. Okay. We appreciate you so much. We've learned a lot. But there's something you said about a level being level 10. I don't get it. Now, how many people can we register on the first level? And what are you talking, what do you mean by that level 10 with incentives? Can you hear me, please? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
You can hear you.
I think you should leave everybody.
Can you register on level 1?
Don't mute people now.
Hello?
Okay. I've opened it. I wanted to answer our questions. I've opened it.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and answer? Go ahead.
Yes. So in TGR, we have what we call levels. And level means that, let's say that you registered now and you told someone and the person used your link. That person that used your link will say that that person is your first level.
Okay.
So if that person now registers someone else, the new person will be your second level.
Okay.
That's what we talked about in levels. You can bring in any number of persons in your first level. So the more person you bring in, the better for you. There's no limitation to the number of people you can bring in. But also we have what we call maybe multiple accounts. Some people want to do maybe two, at least I tell people to do maybe three. You may want to do three accounts. So you want to put people also in your, maybe under your second or third account as well. That's also fine. So, but for your question, you can actually have thousands of people on your, I was checking one of my accounts and I have over 100 persons registered directly on that account.
Wow.
You can have as many persons as possible on your account, yes.
Okay, thank you. So you can,
Do you have a
thank
second
you.
question?
I understand better now.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. I appreciate. Well done, Madam Kofsol. Thank you. My dear upline.
Okay, I like to refer to levels as generations.
Okay.
Because sometimes people, I know what is doing Auntie Bosse here is that she's confusing levels. When you are saying in certain online businesses, you are on level 1, then they will say you are moving to level 2 once you have registered 20 persons under you. Am I right?
No.
Right?
No.
So when you have registered 40, they say you have moved to V3.
No, we don't do that.
You have moved to V4.
No, we didn't do that.
Okay, so that's like what it is. Now let me just sign into this account. Sorry, you are going to be disturbed with this noise because I have 2 devices. Because I'm not able to sign into my TGR on the computer. The Wi-Fi using on that computer is different from what I'm using on the phone. God will help Nigeria. Okay, so now you can see my screen. I'm signing into the commission of this account. This is one of my accounts. And we will see what is there. If I wanted to, no, Larry. This one is rather slow. All right, thankfully it's opening now. Now, I have on the commission 2,157. So I'm going to transfer all this money, the money I have in this commission account, I will transfer it to my wallet account. You may not understand all of this, but just tag along with me. So when you have commission, it comes to what we call commission account. And when you want to spend, it has to go to what we call the wallet. Wallet is different from your commission wallet. Inside the wallet, the one you are seeing now, oh, look at money. Hey, you see what I was saying? So when I want to sleep now, 10 o'clock is my sleeping time, ordinarily, at least in my head. Although sometimes I won't sleep until 3 a.m. But in my head, 10 o'clock is supposed to be my sleeping time. So I will come to my account. This is one of the accounts, so mind you. So I'll come to my TGR, I'll open all the accounts and transfer all this money into my bank account. Then I will thank God for the day and sleep. If not, you come. Okay, so it's in this account that you can spend money, and it's in this account that you can send. Remember, I want to buy, let me first of all buy credits for the lady that came to time. Abiola Ogunleye, are you still on the call? Please let us know whether you are still on the call or not by raising up your, okay, Abiola Ogunleye. I think you made a mistake with the W. Okay, she's still here. Please, what's your phone number? Abiola.
She's muted.
Ogunleye. Yes, we can see that
She's
you are here.
muted.
I saw you on the list, participant list. I need your phone number. She only just said, I am here. And she's not talking again. Abiola Ogunle. Can you please unmute and tell us your phone number? Or you put it in the chat. Or maybe we should just move to someone. We just want to demonstrate how we make money. Abiola, if you can hear us, put your phone number in the chat box. Okay, so if she's not able to do that as well, somebody should just drop his or her phone number. Okay, Chijoke Obinna. I trust my inner friends. Kedu Kadi. Kedu Kadi. Adama. So, Chijoke, what network are you on? MTN. Okay. So what we do when we want to buy, we click on MTN because it's on MTN, and then we will enter the receiver's number. His number is 0704 390 1961. So tonight, I'm feeling really good. Let me give you 500 naira. So I will pay, and in a split second, you can see transaction successful. And because Chijioke is the one that has won this money today, I'm going to tell you a larger story shortly. So you know why you all have to be on 50,000. It's because of people like Chijioke. Okay, so confirm to us, Chijioke, that you have the airtime because it's just that fast. So you see that 500 that I bought, remember I cleared my my commission wallet the other time. By now, because I bought this 500, you can see that they've given me another commission. You see, Chijoke has received the 500. You see now, I have 10 naira 75. And when we want to look at where that 10 naira came from, you can see it, deposit, purchase of 500 MTN for 0704 390 1961 by GreatK, purchase of 500 MTN. So this is how we make the money. So you can see from 500 to Chijoke now, I gave him 500. But the truth of the matter is that I've given him only 500 minus 10 naira. The 10 naira has come back to me. Okay, so having seen how we make money, let me quickly also transfer this one. It's not yet 10, but it's almost 10. Let me transfer to my bank account so you also see how it is done. So now, this is wallet. I have 33,417. Let me transfer 30,000 sharp. So before I finally sleep, I will come back and transfer the other. So I will just say withdraw. While you are signing up, you already put your phone number. So I will choose my type of phone number. The number I put is current. And I'll put the amount. Let me transfer 33,000. Okay. and I will send. Oh, why is transaction? Oh, I need to leave at least 500. Sorry, I need to, yeah. Okay, 30,000 is what I should withdraw. Correct. And I want to put 30, 1, 2, 3, 30,000. Okay, transaction successful. My account is on this phone. You will still also see text message from my bank. It's that simple and it's that fast. So my account will have been credited by now, and that's just what it is. So you can earn your money and you can get it. This noise is rather unbecoming. So let me stop sharing from this one. Then we can go ahead with the other device. I hope we all understood what we try to do right there. Any other hands up? And I will leave from this meeting, from this phone, so that we can have some peace. I almost ended the meeting. I'm tired. It is well. Okay, so that's what it is. I hope we have all understood. Okay, I'm the host. That's why. Let me make somebody else the host. I cannot leave because I'm the host. So, yeah. Now I can leave on this phone. That's the first bank button in. I left. Why are you still here? Yeah, so we can have some respite from this phone making noise. So that is it. It is that simple. It is that easy. Now, I wanted to tell you about Chijioke that just end this and what his people did to Elijah, which has actually taught us a good lesson for now. So our friend Elijah, like I said, is a graduate of mathematics from the University of Ilorin. And when she couldn't get a job to do, she was doing some menial jobs in Ibadan. Then somebody came to her, introduced TGR to her, and she hurriedly started with 10,000 naira. And she was doing good. She saw another person. She told that person about the business, and that one also signed up with 10,000 naira. Then that person now went ahead and told Bobo Ibo, like this, our dear Mr. Henry Chijoke Obina. Hey, my Igbo friends, Igbo brothers, Igbo sisters, you know, so they know they joke with business. But like some people that will see business and they will still be overthinking it. They weigh it to the left, to the right, to the center, and to everywhere. So this person that Elijah told now told one Igbo man. Igbo sat down, studied the PDF of TGR, and saw the loopholes where he could make it. You know, these people signed up with 10,000. My Igbo friend just started with 50,000, bam. So he was signing people, he went everywhere. And you know, Igbos, they trust one another. God will help every Nigerian to trust one another. So he was signing. So Chijioke, I expect you to go and bring everybody. I'm not just, I'm not telling my story for the fun of it. I hope you are hearing me clearly. Okay, so Baba Ibo now went ahead and told everybody in his clan, everybody in Idumota, they now signed up. And Elijah and the other man were looking. That's how Igbo crushed the 120,000 incentive. They are still there. And Elijah was not eating with two hands. Oh, she too was upgrading as they were going. But you know, somebody who didn't have a job, who had a family, was just trying to get, so she was upgrading. She said at that stage, she was already on 40,000, but she has not upgraded to 50. So that was how the Igbo man now told them what he did, that he started with 50,000. And so they that started with 10,000, the people that he is bringing, they are not going to be affected by his own downlines. He is going to gain to the 10th level. This is one of the reasons we keep saying that the best package is 50,000, really. But if you cannot afford it just yet, go ahead, start from where you are, but please don't forget to upgrade. It's not because of the money that your upline will gain that is telling you, it's because of stories like that, so that you do not tell stories that touches, just like Elijah did. Elijah said immediately they heard that both of them now upgraded to 50. And then they started, you can see how far she has gone now. You can see how far Elijah has gone. She has won so many of these incentives. She has won the cars over and over again. And we all too can if we do not relent in what we are doing. So, Chijoke, you have earned my $500. Oh, sorry. I wish it's $500. You have earned my 500 naira tonight. Make sure that you put everybody in that Idumota that the other man has not signed up. Make sure you sign them up under you. Okay? Okay, so Elijah Abiodun, you are asking that, you asked if we can get rewards when charging our Wi-Fi accounts from Wi-Fi providers. Well, if they are the Wi-Fi providers that are on TGR, you will. I'm not sure Fiber One is on TGR, but those ones that are on TGR, you can get your reward from signing up with them. Okay? Right. Okay. Chijioke is telling us that sure, he's going to get everybody. If you don't get them, I'll be so disappointed, because I won't be Igbo again. Part of me is Igbo. I will resign from being an Igbo because I work like Igbo. So I'm actually Igbo. Okay, so there are no questions, and I think we can call it a day. We started with 33, we are ending with 30. That's a good one. So thank you very much for being here. Don't just hear this training for the fun of it. Make sure that you go back to the person who has invited you for this call, thank the person, collect the link, and quickly sign up. All right.
I have a question.
Okay.
My question is, assuming you sign up with 10 and you want to upgrade, how do you do the upgrade?
You just pay the balance. If you can go from 10,000 to 100,000, you only need to pay the balance of 90,000.
Okay.
You just pay the difference.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're grateful.
Can we have a short video of this meeting, madam? When you are getting this video, you are getting the old video. So it may not be short. You get the old video because we have recorded, or we are recording. Okay. Or we recorded. I don't know. At least at some point, the recording cut off. I wasn't able to do a live stream. I don't know why. Maybe the network, but we'll get you a recording of the presentation. Even if you want the slides, you can send to your upline or the person, just ask the person who has invited you, and he or she will get it across to you. Thank you very much for being here. Good night, everyone. Have a pleasant night rest. Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you for educating us. We are grateful. Thanks.
Thank you, ma. Good night.